researchers. Welcome to a special course on the research proposals. This is the first part of the lectures in which we will try to answer questions. What is a research proposals? So I'm Dr. Pervez Ahmed. In these lectures, we will try to answer the questions that what are the questions to be asked in a research proposals, or what are the steps to be taken, or what are the element of the step. So let's first start our lectures about what is a research proposal. So the basic definition of a research proposal is that it's a sort of the formats or detailed statements of the intent of the researchers. So normally we have different kind of researchers, and whenever a researcher want to start a research in a particular field, so he or she has an intent in their minds, I mean, which he wants to carry out, and for that he or she needs different resources and different plans, and in order to achieve some fundings or some interest from the people around that particular researcher. So she better write her idea or whatever she has in mind in the form of proposals, and that she want to give it to the funders of the people around her in order to start her research. So the questions that is what is a research proposal. So we remember research proposals is normally a format and detailed statement of intent of the researcher. I mean, it basically shows the intentions of the researcher, that what the researchers want to do and how he or she will do that, and what is the sort of the plan and what will be the requirement for that particular plan to be evaluated. So in other words, it presents and justifies a plans of the actions and shows the investigations plan. I mean, these are the content of the researchers. These are the content of a research proposal. I mean, in sample words, if somebody asks what is a research proposal, so a research proposal is basically a format in detailed statement of the intent of the researchers, in which he or she justify a plan of actions and shows the investigations plan. So whenever we heard the words or we heard the phrase or we heard about research proposals, so be remembers there are different terminologies that are being linked with the research proposals depending on why the research is carried out. I mean, the people, they are using different terminologies for the research proposal. So sometimes some people call the research proposal as research outlines. I mean, it's depend upon the particular atmosphere, depend upon in the environment in which you're living, depend upon the area and the wards you're living in. So some people call it research outlines, some people call it synopsis of the research, the other call it as plan of research. Some call research as project proposals, the other call it thesis plan, and etc. But in all these, be remember, it's basically a blue print of the future activities of a research product. That is, it's some sort of the free conceived framework for starting the activities, which deal with the ideas of researchers about what research he or she want to do, or what objective and methodology he or she has set, and how much time and resources are required to complete it, and how the research findings are to be reported, and so on. That is, I mean, irrespective of whatever the name that's been utilized for the research proposals. So basically, we need to say that it consists of a research problem, the objective and methodology one has set by utilizing the resources to act on and to achieve that particular goal. So a research proposals basically deal with the ideas of researchers about what actually the researcher want to do. So it's basically based on the objective, that is, the researchers uh, has the researcher has to set some objective, and for that he or she has to make some methodology, and that particular objective and methodology he or she has to set and adhere to that particular goal or that particular problem. In addition to that, I mean, they might do the effort that how much time and resources are required to complete. And I mean that is the calculations that they have to put in their problem statements and their objective. That how much the resources and time that will be required for to complete that. I mean the thing that's been studied in the proposal, and how the research findings are going to be reported and so on. I mean, these are the things the researchers, whenever they're trying to prepare a research proposal, they should put it on the paper or they should put it on their proposal. And we remember a research proposal is basically as an individuals or a research institute formal offers to produce a product or render a service to a client in response to a request from the client. I mean, normally the people ask for the proposals, so they have problem at hands. They have a company, or they may have an institutions which trying to find the solution for a particular problem. So based on that particular problem or that particular desires from their clients, they ask for the proposals. So the people that they submit their proposals, so the one that are best suit to the problem of the institute or the problem for that particular company, so that's been accepted and they're being allowed to work on that. So whenever you're trying to submit a research proposal, so first of all, you should know that your proposal should have a work plans, I mean, a prospect, an outline, and a statement of the internet had. That these are the candidates that should be included in your proposal. And short, if you are interested in proposing a frame, so be remember that it should be some sort of a frame for completing the research. I mean, the form or basically the institutions, they're asking you for your strategy or for your timetable or for your methodology, that how you would be able to carry out that research and how long that will take for you to carry it out with your minimal resources, that particular research, and which that particular institute has been required. So that is somehow I mean the short goal or the short for how you can carry it out or for how you can complete the research. So normally whenever you're trying you're trying for a best research proposals, so there are some questions to be asked and steps to be taken, and along with that you need some elements for the step which you are intending to take. So the most probable questions are the most oftenly asked, the most formal question which might be asked during the proposal are what is the problem or why should it be studied. I mean, these are the key questions. I mean, are most probable questions which normally the research institutions or maybe the companies who are giving the proposals or who ask for the proposal. I mean, they ask that is what's the problem, why should we study. So the step to be taken is that is a selection and statement of the problem, and the element of the step which might be required, that is problem identifications, problem prioritizations, and justifications. So then once you answer these questions, I mean you specify the step and take the elements for that particular step, then you might have another problem, that is what information is already available. I mean, now you have the problem at hand, you're being given the problem, you specify the statement of the problem, and you just put out the element of that particular problem, and then you ask yourself what information is already available. So then the step that you need to take is to do the literature review in order to know about the information about the problems. So you need a lot of resources. I mean, the resources you need, the journals, you need the web sources, you need the newspaper and so many things. I mean, you have to concern about the people around it, and you should gather information, and all that information once you gather, and then you have to review that. So after that you ask a question again, why do conduct research, or what is the achievement of the research. So for that, I mean, the step that need to be taken is formulations of aims and the objective. I mean, you should select the formulation, I mean, the aim and objective of your research work, that why you're doing that particular research, and what will be the most probable achievement of that research. So you have to the element of step for that, but this should be aims, goals, journal specific objectives, and hypothesis. Then again, there might be other question that how to carry out the research, or how to collect the data and informations, or where from to collect the data and informations. So for that, the step that you need to take is you have to design a research methodology, and the step or the element that you need for the research methodology as variables, research variables, type of the research, data collection techniques, samplings, data analysis, process plan, data processing plan, data interpretations, process plan, etc. So again, once you have that, so again you have another question in mind: who will collect and when will collect the data. So for that, you need a work plan, and you select personnel, that is manpower, according to a particular timetable, that who will do what. So after that, again you have another problem to ask, that is you have a question to ask that how will be monitor, how the activities will be monitored, and how the research finding will be used. So for that, you need a research administration plan. You will have administrations who will do the monitoring and the identifications of the potential users. So you might have question against what and how much resources are needed, or who will provide the resources. This is the key questions. Normally when you're trying to start your research, or you're trying to start your proposals, writing your proposals, so you have these questions in mind. So the step to be taken is the budget or the funding organization. You look for the budget, and for a budget you look for the funding organization. That might be some sort of the company, or might be some sort of the institution who are interested in that particular things. So that for that you need three M's, that is man, materials, and money. That is, from these you have to collect the funds, and or you should do the fundraising from these kind of thing. And then again, who will submit, or how to submit, or where to submit. So we remember proposal preparations. You should do the proposal preparations, proposal presentations, and appropriate authority. And for that, proposal preparations our proposal presentation, or proper authority, first of all you need researchers. Element of step that you require is you need researchers, and with the researcher you need the proposals. And for the proposal you need some presentations technique. You need the presentation skills. That presentation skill is important because you need to present yourself, or present your proposal in front of the authority, in order to convince them that you are the best one who can act upon their problem, or he can find the best solution for their problem, which might be very much useful or advantageous for their company or for their firm. So that's why we need that. That's why we're mentioning that the presentation skill is very important for any researcher whenever he or she is trying to present their proposal in front of a firm or institution, in order to convince them that they are the best who can find out the solutions for their problem, or who can do the best research for their firm, for their institution. So this is all for what is research proposals. In the next lecture, in the next part, we will trying to explain that how to write a best research proposal. So that's all. Till then, bye bye.